Brothers and sisters, this is the second video on the situation surrounding Gambian immigrants in France, Germany, Italy, and here in the United States of America. Well, the person who called the embassy and the mother of the son, or one of the sons who was one of the detainees who we spoke to, said that one Amba at the embassy, I think they said his name is Amba Mane, confirmed to her that yes, Mohammed Jai was on the list and they issued him an emergency passport for his deportation. I am not here to take sides. I'm not here to accuse anybody. I am here to relay what people talk to me about being what is affecting their lives. As we are here to amplify some of these issues, the reason why I'm here is not to blame anyone. In fact, it will be an advisory role, depending on how positive-minded the person affected or the person being advised is. Well, at the moment, Njai, who barely knows Gambia, is waiting to be sent home from West Texas, together with other young Gambians. Not only that, family members, some of whom are in South Carolina, said Njai served in the U.S. Navy for 3.5 years or something like that before leaving. The embassy, according to these Gambians, who are in a panic mode, continues issuing emergency passports to anyone whose name is on the list. Well, what they find scary is that some have gone to the extent of calling the embassy a predator, in quotes. Not my words though. In fact, some of them say they feel more secure and comfortable talking to U.S. immigration officers or ICE, because these people do listen to their attorneys than their own diplomats would. Well, one of the mothers of the ones detained said what she does not understand is why does it take the embassy, what does it take the embassy to just pick up a phone and then call them to let them know that, well, the name of an individual is here, you are not aiding and abetting them to disappear, but just be told that they are here, and if there is a legal process going on, or if whatever, just be advised that your name is here, something like that. That's what they are asking for. Now, Gambians who have found themselves in this quagmire are saying they deserve being contacted or consulted by their own embassy, or in fact be sensitized by using a website or a call, or like an auto-generated call, auto-generated emails, at least to sensitize them on what's going on before they will be taken by surprise. And that would allow them to prepare for a home return. And this does not only apply to the embassy in Washington, but other embassies in the Western Hemisphere where there is a large concentration of Gambians. Well, like I said earlier, they said this could allow them to ship their belongings, or at best make sure pending things around them are looked into, and or taken care of before being suddenly removed from the United States of America or other countries in other parts of the Western Hemisphere, or any other part of the world for that matter. What these Gambian immigrants are also calling for is for the embassy or authorities in Banjul to approach the U.S. authorities or other countries in Europe, thus appeal to the latter to allow those on deportation order a grace period. Let's say from from 3 months to 6 months to 1 year, if it is possible, so that they can complete their buildings back home, or make sure their children are left in conditions that are favorable to their educational careers and so on. In fact, similar sentiments were echoed by one Imam Yaqub Haidara in Atlanta, Georgia, who definitely during his sermon that I attended, advised Gambians to be law-abiding, but at the same time also sent an advice to the embassy that they should definitely be there to sensitize the people to know what's going on before everybody will be taken by surprise, because they're not asking to be left here illegally, but at least the process should be more humane and respectful than being surprised along the way and just be caught like a chicken and sent home. Now, the veteran Imam believes also that the onus lies on our people and their government to remove this shock which has turned to issuance of emergency travel documents, which is of course against their wishes. The Gambian embassy in Washington, D.C. must bear in mind that they need to move fast to change the current wave of extremely negative information against the mission. And here I am going to give them an advice. You see, people should stop being so defensive and negative-minded when criticism is sent towards their end. Some of us are not here to appease anybody, but we are not here also to accuse anybody. Amplifying messages like this would instead help an embassy, help a government, unless if the person is not ready to be reasonable. This is not a question of being defensive or thinking that someone like Isa Bokar C is out to tarnish our image. These are allegations. No, this is not an allegation. It is a question of provoking communication and then encouraging sensitization. That's all. Well, if anything is to be gained out of this, is the embassy personnel who would. I care less. As far as the criticism is coming forward. What I care for is to protect the rights of people, though, and then to amplify the plight of people, and then educate the other party, which is the embassy or the government, of things they may not even know are being said about them. If anybody is to be fair to yourself, instead of defending yourself or accusing people of blaming you or accusing you, you should listen to reason and then be reasonably, engaged. Please stay tuned for the third video.